Welcome back, everybody. We are here turning dog turds into diamonds with AFC Rushden and Diamonds. And this was supposed to be the season review episode, the end of season 2. But for some reason, the season review never came up. I guess it's some sort of bug related to the fact that we're on this non-league database and our season was still continuing at the point in the game where it normally would have given us the season review. So yeah, it never came up on my timeline, which was actually quite nice because I really didn't feel like reviewing the season at that point after the way we lost in the playoffs. You can see we're looking at the table here, and Hitchin in the end were promoted to the Vanarama regional leagues. Really frustrating. They just came on a fantastic run right at the end of the season. They go up. Ourselves and Banbury, who completely dominated the league and blew everybody away, we have to do another season in the English Southern League Premier Central. Very frustrating way to lose the season, and kind of irritating. I mean, we broke so many records. We didn't break the record for league wins, which was 30 in a season, but we did break the record for most goals scored, which I think was 90 or 91, and we set 96, obviously. And we also equaled the record for most points in a season, which was 94. So we were kind of a historical team in that sense, but obviously it means absolutely nothing now because we have got to do another season in this division. And if I go to results, so you can see here we are now ready for a new season, and we have just finished our pre-season friendlies. We've had a very good pre-season. That will be the next episode where we will speak a little bit more about that. But if we just look at that game that we lost to Hitchin in extra time after playing 79 minutes with 10, no, not 79 minutes. Stott got his first yellow card on 11 minutes, but was then sent off in the 23rd. So we actually played about 67 minutes with 10 men and then extra time. And again, in normal time, if you watched the episode, you know that in normal time, we should have won the game. We missed a hatful of chances, even playing with 10 men. And yeah, unfortunately, we just lost in extra time, and it's Hitchin that go up. Very frustrating indeed. So in terms of our season review, as the season review didn't come up, I thought I would just talk about a couple of important things. Now, first of all, I thought really important, and the big factor in this game, obviously Jamie Stott was sent off. A little bit of a preview to next season. I can tell you that I have released him. I released him because we've managed to get hold of better players in the transfer window, which you will learn all, well, not the transfer window, because the transfer window doesn't exist for us, in the off season. So you will learn all about that in the next episode, but I can tell you we do now have central defenders that I feel are better than Jamie Stott. So I let him go. He wasn't happy because of the terrible way that I treated him. Yes, he wanted to be a no-nonsense central defender, and I played him as a regular central defender. Absolutely terrible of me. As I said in the last episode, I am clearly the second coming of Satan to do that to poor Jamie Stott and then play him at left back at the end of the season. Don't worry about the fact that we absolutely dominated the league, that we were the league champions. It all went out of the window because I didn't play him as a no-nonsense central defender. I am done with these prima donnas. Get out Jamie Stott. It did really frustrate me, though. As you know, if you watched the last episode, it really did frustrate me that Stott and Upward were both upset at the end of the season because I hadn't played them where I promised to play them. Stott, I didn't play as a no-nonsense central defender, and Upward, I didn't play him as a ball-winning midfielder. And it's quite simple why I didn't play him as a ball-winning midfielder, because he's not good enough to play midfield. He is a central defender, and he is a superb central defender at that. Now, you can see he is still with us right now. We will see how long that lasts. His morale is very good, but he is unhappy. There were teams interested in him. There are not anymore. But for the moment, I am quite happy to keep him around while he's happy. Although he's unhappy in the sense that he's not pleased with where he's been played, his morale is okay. He's not negatively affecting the team. So I am keeping him around for the moment. We will see how long that lasts into season 3. But it's really frustrating that this came up while we were in the playoffs. We got to the point in the calendar where the game AI says, these players need to start complaining. It's the end of the season. They haven't been played where you said you'd play them. So right now they need to start complaining and moaning and kicking up a fuss. But we still had our playoff to deal with. So that was really, really frustrating. That I'm pretty sure in real life they would be like, okay, we're in the playoffs and we've got to get promoted. So let's really focus on the job at hand. And if I'm not happy with where I've been played, I'll complain about it afterwards. But unfortunately, the game AI decided that it was the point to start complaining. The other really frustrating thing is that Kalen Hazeman and Thomas Hughes, obviously, they had offers for them again because other teams had finished their seasons and other teams were looking at getting into their pre-season. We were still finishing our season up. But Southend wanted Hughes and Rochdale wanted Hazeman, and they were completely distracted and also unhappy because we refused those moves. We refused those moves because we still didn't know what league we were going to be in. We still had a playoff to worry about. We didn't want to lose 2 of our best players before going into the biggest game of the season. So yeah, really, really frustrating that the AI affected the team in that way. And also Hughes, in terms of his value, we were offered 7,500 by Southend. I mean, he's a 30-goal striker. You can see he got 22 in 33 in the league and 9 assists. He got 30 and 16 assists, 10 Player of the Match awards in all competitions. This guy is worth a lot more than 7,500, so I don't feel bad for not selling him at all. Again, you can see he is still with us right now. There is nobody interested in him. But again, a little bit of a preview of next season. There are rumblings in the squad because we haven't let him go. But I can't let him go because there's no one interested anymore. And nobody wants to pay what I value him at. I've been offering him out, you can see there, for £30,000. And nobody's interested in paying £30,000 for him. He's a 30-goal, 16-assist striker. And nobody wants to pay £30,000 for him. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not letting him go unless I get an offer somewhere near his value. And the same thing with Kalen Hazeman. The squad is upset that I haven't let him go. He is still with us as it stands. Where you can see there, we're at the 16th of August right now, going into the next episode. And there is also nobody interested in him right now. I've offered him out for his release clause value. Now we didn't go up. He's got a £32,000 release clause that is active, but there is nobody interested in offering it. So the squad is complaining that I'm not letting him go, but there is no one willing to pay his release clause. So for the moment, he is going to stay. But again, really, really frustrating that the AI would kind of disrupt these players when I've still got my biggest game of the season to play. So that was really frustrating. But they are both, I think, going to stay with us. I think by the end of the transfer window, it wouldn't surprise me if someone comes in and pays the release clause for Kalen Hazeman. If they don't, I think they will likely be here until the end of their contracts and leave on free transfers, both of them. That's really frustrating as well. But yeah, Rochdale offered last season, just before the playoff, they offered us 38,000 plus a friendly and 20% of any future sale. They are just not interested in offering it right now because the AI says he's in the last year of his contract. Don't offer what his value is. But yeah, I am certainly not going to let him go for anything less than his release clause, unless the situation just gets completely untenable in terms of squad morale. So that's where we're at with those guys. And I really do feel like those two factors that affected Stott and Upward, Hazeman and Hughes, really did affect our playoff game with Hitchin. I mean, certainly, I think that was a huge factor in Stott sending off. So that was really, really annoying. In terms of the rest of the team for the season, I think signing of the season had to be Hughes. Brilliant season from Thomas Hughes, 30 goals and 16 assists. Player of the season, maybe it's tough to look past Brown Sterling. D'Amalio Brown Sterling obviously getting 45 goals during the season. You can see he's had a great pre-season with 9 in 7 here as we go into season 3. But yeah, last season 33 and 39 in the league. He also got 10 assists for the season, which was fantastic, and 18 man of the match awards. Just absolutely incredible. 45 in 51. He is a club legend already. What a signing he was. What a transfer. Hopefully he will now get to play in the league he deserves to be in next season. I kind of hope that we can go up and maybe become professional as soon as possible. I don't think it's going to be possible to become professional before the Vanarama National League at the very least, but I think D'Amalio Brown Sterling really needs that because his ratings have gone down over time. He's lost a little bit of finishing, a little bit of first touch. He's lost a little bit of acceleration, a little bit of strength. So it has affected him, the limited training that he's been able to do. But another fantastic season for him. And he's been great in pre-season as well. So hopefully he's going to continue those same standards for the new season. So that really is the little roundup. I think I will talk in the next episode because I have gone through pre-season. It is ready to go for season 3. So in the next season, I will talk a little bit more about transfer strategy and maybe formations and everything else like that, rather than talk about squad planning here, because basically I've already done it. As I was able to skip the season review, I just went straight through pre-season and kind of got that work done early. So we will talk about that next season. The only other little shout out I would like to give, obviously Jack Brown, he didn't get £1,000 bonus in his new contract. His bonus was down to 800, but he did get an £800 bonus for 25 goal involvements in the league during the season. I mean, he was awesome again. He outdid his first season stats, 14 goals and 11 assists in the league in 38 games. In all competitions, 18 goals and 16 assists. So he and Thomas Hughes had the same amount of assists. Phenomenal season from Jack Brown again, another legend. And Jamie O'Hara also did really, really well. He's now 36, turning 37 next month. And again, if we look at his career stats, I mean, he just had a brilliant season as a deep line playmaker last season. And he ended up with 15 assists in 37 league games. So also an incredible season for him. We'll see how much longer he continues. Again, he just really can't run, but his technical stats and mental stats are still absolutely phenomenal. Just makes him a really dominant player at our level. He has obviously dropped a little bit over the couple of seasons that he's been with us, but he's still a great player and a great leader, our vice captain. So a little shout out to him for at his age, performing so well and getting 15 assists. So yeah, that's where we're at. What I wanted to do really for today is just have a look at how things have been going over the course of the last 2 years through the English Football League. So we know now that Hitchin have gone up here. And if we just go up and look at the Northern Premier League, let's just look at last season. So FC United have been promoted, as have Warrington. And the Isthmian League, again, just knock it back to last season because we are now into the new season. Horsham, I guess there is just one promotion spot there for the champion team. So and then in Vanarama North, last season Woking went up as champions. Havant and Waterlooville go up through the playoffs, it looks like, and Tunbridge Wells relegated. And if we also look at the Vanarama, sorry, that was Vanarama South. Now Vanarama North, Gateshead and Chorley promoted, and our huge rivals Kettering were relegated from the National League North. They are going to be playing in our league this season. So we've got two massive derby games against our biggest rival to look forward to this season. So that's kind of a little bit of compensation for not going up ourselves, that we do get that huge game. If we then go up into the Vanarama National League, Barrow and Wrexham promoted. Wrexham obviously one of the big favourites this season's Football Manager, with all the money that they've got. So a lot of non-league saves going on with Wrexham. They are now a Football League team in the game. And you can see Wealdstone, Boston United, who are a big name, Dagenham and Redbridge, a big name, and Maidenhead being relegated to the regional Vanarama leagues. What's been going on in League 2? Their season has now started. Well, Bolton were promoted as champions of League 2 last season. Gillingham and Northampton, another one of our rivals, Northampton, also promoted along with Colchester in the playoffs. And who was relegated down to the Vanarama National League? Swindon Town. That's another big name in the National League. And Harrogate also relegated. Who went down last season? Scunthorpe and Barrow. And Rochdale, who obviously had a bid for Caelan Hazeman. They were promoted 2 seasons ago. Go up to League 1 and look at that. So Derby are down in League 1 now. And who else is in League 1? Birmingham City, MK Dons, Sunderland are still there. Blackpool, Doncaster, Burton Albion, Bolton obviously up now. AFC Wimbledon, Hull down there in League 1. Wigan, Gillingham. There are some huge names in League 1 there. How did League 1 go last season? So Ipswich got promoted. You're actually going to see we have got a large number of players in from Ipswich now. They do really seem to have a very good academy in terms of promoting players that are capable of having a professional football career. Huddersfield also going up along with Sheffield Wednesday. So 3 massive names promoted there from League 1. And Cheltenham, Mansfield, Morecambe and Exeter relegated. What happened in League 1 last season? So Portsmouth, Charlton and Burton all went up. I think we saw that Burton are back in League 1, aren't they? So they obviously went down from the Championship again. And there was Bolton, Gillingham, Cambridge and Accrington Stanley all relegated 2 seasons ago. All right, up to the Championship. Now it's getting a little bit more serious. So we can already see Brentford are down in the Championship there. Let's have a little look at last season. So Stoke and Crystal Palace, who obviously went down the season before, have been promoted along with Bristol City to the Premier League. Burnley are down there, look. Forest, Bournemouth, Norwich all still down there. Swansea, Reading, Blackburn. Any other big names there? Blackpool, Birmingham and Burton Albion all relegated from the Championship at the end of last season. What happened 2 seasons ago? So, 2 seasons ago, Reading were deducted for violating budget rules, and yeah, obviously Derby had their 21-point and administration. So Fulham and West Brom went up, so that's pretty realistic based on what's happening right now. Sheffield United also went up in the playoffs, and relegation was Derby with their 21-point deduction. They would have only had 44 points without that anyway, so they would have gone down anyway. And Huddersfield and Hull were relegated with them. So yeah, that's very, very interesting. And now we go up to the Premier League. Now, I have on my inbox items, I have seen what's been going on in the Premier League in terms of winners the last couple of years. So you can see Liverpool ran away with it. A very poor season from Manchester City to only make 71 points. But it's Liverpool, current champions, Manchester City, Chelsea and Manchester United in the Champions League. Tottenham, Arsenal and Newcastle already. Newcastle getting themselves up the table and into the European spots. Brentford, Fulham and West Brom all relegated. So Fulham and West Brom have gone down at the first attempt. Brentford are now a Championship team again, which could still happen this season in real life. And yeah, apart from that, with Sheffield United survived, Watford are still there, but all in all, it's kind of following real life at the moment there in the Premier League. 2 seasons ago, so our first season in game, Manchester City won the league on goal difference. So an exciting league there. Liverpool only losing 2 games, but 13 draws kind of killed them. Manchester United third, Chelsea fourth. So we got the same top 4 in a different order at the end of last season. Arsenal and Tottenham also in the European spots, along with Leicester and Newcastle. You can see they finished 9th and now finished 7th. So Newcastle are kind of slowly putting themselves in contention. And it was Burnley, Norwich and Crystal Palace that went down as a little predictor for this season that we are currently watching in real life. I think Crystal Palace will probably be safe, but Norwich and Burnley are obviously very good shouts. I think Crystal Palace will just about be safe this season. So that's how that's been going. What else has been going on in terms of the FA Cup? Let's have a look and see who has won the FA Cup. We can already see there the holder is Manchester City. So let's have a look at stages, and we'll just look at last season. Let's have a look at the final. I tell you what, let's have a look at, can we look at the tree? Let's have a look at the tree, and we'll look at the quarterfinals onwards. So quarterfinalists last season, Manchester City beating Arsenal in extra time in the final. They beat Tottenham and Leicester respectively in the semi-finals. Norwich, Southampton, Nottingham Forest and Barnsley making the quarterfinals. What happened 2 years ago? Liverpool beat Sheffield United in the final. They were Championship Sheffield United at that stage. Arsenal and Everton, the losing semi-finalists. The other quarter-finalists, Manchester United losing to Arsenal, Chelsea losing to Liverpool, Newcastle losing to Sheffield United there, and Bristol Rovers had a very good run. So that was the FA Cup. Let's have a look at the League Cup. Let's see if it's down in the search as the League Cup. I hope it is. Let's have a look. No, nothing coming up. English Southern League. No. Where do I find the League Cup? So if I go to one of these teams and look at their schedule, let's have a look. Carabao Cup. There you go. So let's have a look at the Carabao Cup. Let's let's have a look at stages and the tree. Who has been the champion the last couple of seasons? So Manchester United won the League Cup last season. Fulham Fulham and Arsenal semi-finalists. Fulham being relegated but making the semi-final of the League Cup. And then a few different names there, obviously, with the big teams not taking it so seriously. Leeds, Villa, Watford and Middlesbrough doing well there. 2 years ago, who won the League Cup? Chelsea in extra time over Leicester. And then there's Wolves, Burnley in the semi-finals. Again, yeah, just a little bit of a mix of names with the bigger teams maybe rotating their squads for the League Cup. So Everton made it there to the quarterfinals, as did Villa, Wolves, Plymouth, and also Fulham again. So yeah, that's kind of everything that's been going on in terms of English football. Let's just have a look. We'll go back to the Premier League and we're just going to look at player awards. So let's have a look. So English Footballer of the Year, Mo Salah. He's been English Footballer of the Year the last 2 seasons. Where can we see? Let's have a look. Do we have Team of the Year or something? Let's have a look. So season preview, I guess we can at least see who the best rated players are. So right now this season, Liverpool got a number of players in there: Van Dijk, Robertson, Salah and Alisson, Sancho, Fernandes and Rashford from Manchester United, Diaz and De Bruyne. So again, that kind of really follows what you would expect from a Premier League 11. That hasn't really changed yet. What else should we have a look at? Okay, let's have a look at the Champions League. Let's see who's been winning the Champions Cup, as I think Football Manager is going to call it, the last couple of seasons. Asian Champions League. Oh, come on. Come on, you're not going to give me Champions League? All right, let's go to Liverpool. Let's check their schedule and let's find... oh my goodness, let's have a look. So if we go to last season, where is the Champions League here? So we've got the Euro Super Cup. Let's have a quick look at that then, see who are the holders. The holders are Liverpool of the Euro Super Cup as it stands. Let's just have a look at last season. So they beat AC Milan in the Super Cup last season, and Chelsea beat Villarreal as they did in real life, but in normal time this time around. So if I just click on Chelsea and go to their schedule and look at last season, we should find the Champions League here. So Champions Cup. Okay, so again, if we go to stages, we'll look at the tree. Let's not worry too much about, let's have a look. So Champions Path. Let's have a look. First qualifying round. No, hang on. All right, so what season am I on? I'm on current season, so let's go back here. All right, so we'll stay on the tree, and if we look at first knockout round for last season. So what is going on? So where am I going to find? Surely I'm looking at the right thing here. This is the Champions League first knockout round. Should this not be showing me here? This is showing me qualifying round still. Where do I see Champions Path? First qualifying round, second qualifying round, League Path, group stage. So where on earth can I find the actual? I should be on the right thing, the first knockout round. What does it show me if I go to quarterfinal? It's still just showing me the qualifying. What am I doing wrong here? Let's have a look. So we can see that Liverpool are the Champions League winners. Let's go back to stage. Okay, so now we're seeing what I wanted to see. If I change it here to first knockout round, okay, now we can see everything. Now we can see the important stuff. Liverpool beat Manchester City on penalties last season. So Liverpool are league champions and European Cup winners. Shakhtar and Bayer Leverkusen, the semi-finalists. So if we look at the quarterfinals, really, Milan, Borussia Dortmund, Manchester United lost to Liverpool in the quarterfinal. There were some really small teams made it through to the quarterfinals last season. Juventus lost in the first knockout round, as did Bayern Munich, as did Real Madrid and Chelsea, as did Paris Saint-Germain, losing to eventual champions Liverpool. Barcelona were beaten by Manchester United. So there were some huge first knockout round games there. Massive first knockout round games that eliminated a huge number of the biggest teams and allowed the likes of Shakhtar and Bayern Leverkusen to advance to the semi-finals. So I guess it would have been an interesting Champions League tournament. And if we look back to the first in-game season here, Liverpool are double winners of the Champions League the last 2 seasons, beating Manchester United in the final. Barcelona and Inter were the semi-finalists. Manchester City lost to Inter in the quarter-final. Atalanta went out to Liverpool. Bayern Munich were beaten by Barcelona, and Real Madrid lost to Manchester United. In the first knockout round, Sevilla got through. Chelsea lost in the first knockout round again, as did Atletico Madrid. RB Leipzig were there. Sporting Lisbon losing to Inter. Paris Saint-Germain lost again against Manchester City. Besiktas got through there against Atalanta, and Juventus lost to Liverpool. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Let's see who won the Ballon d'Or. Let's have a look. I think it will be under Golden Ball, not Golden Call. So if we look at the Ballon d'Or winners, let's have a look. So World Golden Ball. So Mo Salah is the current holder, beating Bruno Fernandes, who is so overpowered in this game, and Kevin De Bruyne. Last season, Kevin De Bruyne was the winner, beating Romelu Lukaku and Harry Kane. So there you go. Mo Salah is just the dominant force in world football right now. English Footballer of the Year and Golden Ball winner. I'm trying to think what other awards we might be able to look at. Where can we see maybe the team? Let's have a look. So media sources, clubs, managers. Where can I see the team of the year or something along those lines? It looks like I can't find that anywhere here. That's a little bit odd. Would that not be in here, or is it? No, because this is just Golden Ball. Let's have a look. Competitions. So we're on World Overview. Yeah, so we're on World Overview. Yeah, I thought I would have been able to see the team of the year here. Maybe I'm missing something. So I'm gonna leave it there. We know anyway who the Golden Ball winner was and who have been the big winners. So can I maybe see team of the year here? Top players. Yeah, that is very odd. I thought I would have been able to see along here somewhere team of the year. I guess if I go to Champions Cup, we can probably see the team of the year in the Champions Cup. I didn't look at the Europa League, did I? So we will go and have a little look at the Europa League and just see who won that. Not that it's really the most important competition. So past winners, records, award winners, team overview. I am really struggling. Where can I possibly see the team of the year here? That's very, very odd. Okay, so team overview is not going to take me to that. That just takes me to like team stats, doesn't it? All right, so let's forget about that. We will finish up looking at the Europa League. Again, I don't know if the game search engine is going to find it under Europa League, but we'll see what it maybe finds. European International League, European. How annoying. Okay, so if I go back to, I know how to find it. If I go to Champions Cup, this is thrilling, isn't it? This is a thrilling show I'm giving you guys. Absolutely riveting. Champions Cup. And then if I just go scroll down from Champions Cup, we should see who the current holders are. So if I go into there and then scroll down, now we see the Euro Cup. There you go. I know how to look for it in the future. So Arsenal are the holders, and AC Milan won it the season before that. And then the Euro Cup 2, which is the what is that known as now? I don't need the conference, European Conference. Fiorentina the current holders, and Tottenham the winners the season before that. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it. We will be back for the next episode, which will be a two-parter, the new season preview, so you can see what has been going on over the summer, what has been happening with AFC Russian and Diamonds, what does the team look like for the new campaign, and we will then play our opening game of the season to see how things go. So that wraps up season 2 here at Dog Turds into Diamonds with AFC Russian Diamonds. Hope you're enjoying the series. We will see you very, very soon for the start of season 3. Bye for now.